Good morning. I am Kevin Price. Delighted to be with you. Going to spend some time talking about you and your business. We got a lot to cover on today's program, so I'm going to cut straight to it. Got my friend Kent Batman on, and he works with me with a company called K&K Prep, and helping people really navigate through some of the crises that are largely government-created, be it hyperinflation through monetary policy or the healthcare crisis that went from a really bad situation, largely government-created before Obamacare, to being a problem on steroids thanks to Obamacare. And so we're doing a lot of stories that focus on these problems. Kent, tell us a little bit about K&K Prep, and I'll introduce our guest today.
Sure. Kevin, K&K Prep is involved, as you know, with bringing solutions to employees, or solutions to employers who can offer them to their employees, such as precious metals on a payroll deduct basis. We have solutions for Obamacare, which allows people to opt out and not pay the fine and still have excellent health coverage. So,
and maybe instead have excellent health coverage. Instead of still, maybe it's instead. Yeah, absolutely. Our guest today, his name is Craig Lack. That's L-A-C-K, CraigLack.com. He is a health insurance professional, a business leader, a guy who's been on a lot of major media, and I'm delighted we were able to get him on our show. He's helping people navigate through the Obamacare situation as well. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Craig, and welcome to the program.
Hey, guys. Good to be with you today. Yeah, our primary focus is with middle market companies and mid-sized employers and helping them, translate, interpret, and, ethically exploit the new law.
Ethically exploit. That sounds like a good place to begin questions.
That.
Yeah, I bet you do, Kent. I bet Kent and I would both. If I didn't ask this question, Kent would ask this question. What does that mean? Ethically exploit.
Well, like all government intervention, there's always unintended consequences. So as a result of that, it's possible for companies to be able to take advantage of some of these opportunities. For example, in September of 2013, the government came up with an update that made it clear that they're in support of opportunities and plan designs where companies are changing eligibility, especially for spouses, for example. The new law does not require a company to cover spouses. Spousal carve-outs have been around for a long time, and it's possible for companies to reduce their expenses by changing eligibility and incentivizing employees with richer benefits to go off of their plan and go on to a spouse's plan.
Very interesting. Kent?
That's an excellent plan. You're right. You could cut a lot of expense, and I'm sure the government incentivizes that, so please tell us more.
It works especially well because it incentivizes, in fact, the people who are chronically ill or even significantly ill, because they'll get richer benefits by going onto a spouse's plan instead of staying on the employer's, they're incentivized to opt out, and they can do that voluntarily under the law.
Interesting. And so I guess you probably spent a lot of time with the law immediately after its passage to figure out how to navigate it for your clients.
Well, we just celebrated the 4-year anniversary, if you want to call it a celebration.
Yeah, interesting choice of words. I'm not sure if I would call it that, but yeah.
You didn't think of exploit either.
It started out, it's 2,800 pages, and now it's approaching 28,000 and growing. So the law is really changing everything. We see more of it depending on what part of the economy we're in. 98% of employers are less than 100 employees. And this law pretty much dramatically changed, consider it more like insurance reform for all those individuals and small employers.
Interesting.
And it's going to be constantly changing and evolving because 4 years into this, it's now a political hot potato.
Mm-hmm. Kent?
So 4 years later, you've done your research. You feel confident that you've got a strategy that will help business people like yourself go forward in this industry.
Well, yeah, it's all going to be viable. It's just going to be painful because part of the process of, the law was passed under the intent, at least the communicated intent of covering uninsured people. So we're taking people with 0% coverage, trying to get them up to what according to the law is called a 60% level. And in order to do that, frankly, all that's happening is that the people who were already insured and used to having a 90% plan are being driven down know, we're paying basically a little less money for a lot less coverage if you get sick. I mean, the way to win the battle here is to stay healthy. If we could figure out a system to monetize good health instead of the sickness model that we have, it would be better. Truly
consumer-driven health is what you're talking about. You know, where people really are financially linked to the way they take care of themselves.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because if you think about it, in any group, 1% of the group incurs about 20 to 25% of the claims, and 5% incur about 50% of the claims.
Mm-hmm.
So what we have in the vast majority of companies is that the lion's share of the employees use little or no health care, and yet companies, you know, retain an insurance company to be the third party to pay all the claims. And so what happens is we have a tremendous amount of overinsurance in this country, and as a result, there is an opportunity for people to save health, you know, to save money by being in good health, by using things like account-based health plans, like HSAs, consumer-directed health plans, high-deductible health plans, HRAs.
Yeah. Got to wrap it up. Craig Glack, CraigLack, CraigGlack.com. Great website, by the way. Very nicely done. Kent Batman, he is with, of course, K&K Prep, and working with me on helping people come up with answers to a lot of these government-created problems. Glad to have you on board today to help provide some insight, Craig. By the way, you can learn more about what Kent and I do today at usdailyreview.com. Thanks to both of you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ken.
You bet. When I come back, much more for you. Do want to remind you, best content here can show up over there. Will show up over there at usdailyreview.com, including this interview. And you're listening to The Price of Business.